Sounds good.
Okay, since I just started the show, I have no idea who who exactly my audience is. So, for anyone who's younger than me or around my age, let me tell you a story. A story about a man named Orson Welles. Orson Welles was a very famous film director, writer, actor, and radio personnel back in the early 20th century, like the 1930s, 40s, 50s, so on. Until his death in 1985 with his very last film role being in Transformers the movie, voicing Unicron. Probably his most well-known works are, as I mentioned, Transformers the movie, his radio broadcast of H.G. Wells' War of the Worlds, and the movie that I'm going to talk about right now, Citizen Kane. Citizen Kane tells the story of Charles Foster Kane, who Orson Welles plays. He's basically the owner of a media empire and a newspaper company called the New York Enquirer. Basically, it's the story of his life, because, I'm not spoiling anything here, he dies at the beginning of the movie. It's told from the perspective of people who knew him. It also explains the mystery of his dying words.
Rosebud.
Or maybe that's just one word. So anyway, this movie has a reputation for being called the greatest movie ever made. Like, everyone says that. Roger Ebert says that. The American Film Institute says that. I don't see why. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's a great movie. I mean, Wells is fantastic in front and behind the camera. It's well written, and it keeps you interested in what's going on. And it looks great, also. I guess maybe because I'm younger, I don't see how it's really groundbreaking or why it's the best movie ever made. Because I do notice some problems with it. Some of the acting from supporting characters is kind of hokey. As great as the score is, sometimes it can just feel too triumphant. No disrespect to Bernard Herrmann at all, because he would later give us Psycho, North by Northwest, and Vertigo. Some of the dialogue is off, like this one scene where he said, one of the supporting characters, I don't remember his name, he says, "I'm not a gentleman. I don't even know what that word means." And I was like, that makes absolutely no sense at all. The complaints I'm giving are, I'm basically nitpicking this movie because all in all, it's really, really great movie. I may not see it as the best movie ever made, but it's still really good, and you should see it. And you know, if you're a film major, you're gonna end up seeing it anyway, because film professors will just cram that movie down your throat. So, my rating for Citizen Kane is going to be, let's give it 4.5 stars. I know some of you out there, some of you hardcore film buffs are like, "Oh, you did not give it 5 stars? Shame on you." I gave my reasons why, and I even admitted it's nitpicking. But it's just not one of my favorite movies of all time, but it is really good and really recommended. So let me know in the comments what you guys thought. Any of you who have seen Citizen Kane, go ahead, tell me why you think it's the best movie ever made and how full of shit I am. Just don't be a jerk about it. That's all I ask. Alright, until next time, I'm AlexG8462, and I'll see you guys later. Oh, what was cow's cud, you might be asking? I just needed a word that sounded like Rosebud for the intro. That's all.
Toes in the mud, nose blood, rose dud, road bum, pork bun.
Until his death in 1985, when his last film role was voicing... Damn it. You bastards calling me on the phone, I don't know who you are, but stop it.